The might of Germany
Battle started.
cannot be underestimated. The sanctions have been lifted, and Germany yet again spawns from its ashes to rebuild its economy, its military, so it can once again influence the world. Right, guys, Germany versus the world. The lobby had come back, and I thought, right, I need to get into this one. However, unlike the first time I played, this has heavy hitting personnel, and it's not so much Germany versus the world anymore, right? Because it's the Germans have built into their lobby so much that they've overflowed into the world team as well. But nevertheless, I enjoyed the first Germany versus the world so much that I had to get back into this, right? And I wanted to see how I can fare now that I've been playing Beyond the Reason significantly more than when I first fought the Germans, right? So I wanted to test my mettle against these guys, right? So unlike what I normally do, I'm actually going into vehicles. I'm going to vehicles. Why? Because the terrain isn't that bad, right? Isn't that bad. And this is a shallow spot that bots can go through it as well. So it's not that, you've got to play vehicles. But vehicles here, I feel like they're going to do really well. Why? Because their guns are going to be over the water. that was my thinking. But also the range is going to be significantly more. And they can take a lot more damage in comparison to bots. And I figured these guys in the northern section, because it's kind of hilly and stuff over here, they're likely going to go into bots. So let's have a look. Yeah, they have. Well, this guy has, right? Malik, he has bamboozled. He's gone into bots as well. Proche, he's gone into bots as well. They got their air player. So yeah, look, this top section, all bots. My comrade, he's also going into vehicles. He's going into Cortex vehicles. That's going to be really good for us. So he did draw on the map earlier, which I took away. But basically, he's outlined that he's going to go around this section, and for me to go through here, which makes perfect sense. That's exactly what we're going to do. Now I've sent some flashes in already, right? I wanted to meet them at their gate. Realized, yeah, my thinking was right. It's bots. So they're going into pawns. He's made a mistake of not having his pawns close together. Pawns one on anything, by themselves, they're not always going to do too well unless they're fighting a tick or something like that, right? I mean, maybe against grunts, maybe they trade better now, right? If it's a pure one-on-one, and then it will come down to who's microing better, right? But as you can see, I've evaded capture. Now, Malik is doing really well. He's spamming at the ticks, right? Because clearly he wants to try and stop me from getting any further, and he needs to know where I am. Excellent. They know that there's trouble. So this type of harassment is something that I wanted to throw in. I keep saying I want to bring in early harassment more into my game, right? And this was my opportunity. I felt to do so, right? So you notice I left one back, sending one forward, yeah? Because look, I don't really know where this guy is, or I know primary blue is sending units to stop, but the fact that the player that would be here wasn't doing so, yeah, made me think he was a bit weak, right? And truthfully, without blue sending in those grunts, I could have done so much damage to the lilac, right? Actually, he's not really lilac, he's purple. I'll say he's purple. Lilac is this dude here. Right, I still have my one of my flashes here. I've got more of an army being built out. They know I'm here. Well, I don't care. They knew I was here, and I'm right at their gate, right? This isn't anything covert. I'm not here to be secretive with anybody. I'm here to hurt them, right? I've moved my commander up, and this is probably a mistake, right? This is probably a mistake. I haven't capped up these mexes. Right, so my metal income isn't great. But then again, I'm not stalling. I'm not stalling. So I haven't built my nano because I was conscious of the fact that if I did, I probably would stall. So I'm just going to utilize the my construction vehicle to help get my units out. I just want to get to a position where this front section is well established. Now I'm sending in my little ball because, like I said, I feel my ability to build is pretty good.
Self-destructed.
So I want to hurt their economy a little bit. Their air player is doing fantastic. He's sending in the shurikens. I'm really surprised his flashes killed that shuriken. I mean, I know all units can technically shoot up and you know, hurt planes, but I didn't think they'd be able to kill it. This is really good by blue. They're sending in the right type of unit to kill me, right? Now I'm seeing a little bit more of their base. If I could just get these guys in there, get them into the little details, right? Get them into the little details. I would have loved to have just been here to kill these wind. That's what I would have really wanted to do. But these guys were in hot pursuit. They were chasing me, so I had to move my units around and trying to get them into the nooks and crannies. So it might not have been the best raid in the world, but I think it annoyed them. You know, I got a couple of mexes which would have peed them off a little bit, right? You know, he clearly didn't want to have to waste time dealing with all of that. And it's gotten them worried. It's gotten them worried, and it's meant that they had to kind of fight on this angle. So it should have allowed my comrade Kartofel, right? It should have allowed him to get a bit more headway. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of all of this. Look, you got vehicles, right? Why you know, I would prefer to see him be more aggressive in this way, right? To be more aggressive in this way. Considering when we started the match, you know, he had all the angles and everything kind of covered out with the arrows and the drawings, right? And he must, maybe he didn't realize, but he may have, there's opportunity to know that the enemy that he's facing is in bots, has gone into bots, right? From the fights that I've had, skirmishes that I've had, the raids that I've had, I really wanted to kill this guy. I thought, yeah, let me just take him out. You know what? If anything I get from this game, right, win or lose, if I've taken down a commander or two,
has died.
And there he goes, I was gonna feel super happy about it, right? Super happy about it. Now they're sending in all the king's horses and all the king's men to deny the wreckage, which is perfect. This is exactly what they should be doing. Exactly what they should be doing, right? But I still got a healthy amount of army. I still got these missile trucks, which the range is going to be great. And I've got stouts. I've built a forward base here as well. I want to get these units out super quick. Super quick. Now, problem is my economy. Now I am metal stalling. Right, now I am metal stalling. I don't have res bots. I don't have res bots that I can utilize to run in there and just suck up this metal, right? They're moving some of the infantry units back, which is the right idea. I'm still sending my units in because if I can't get this wreckage, I don't want them to have it. Now, I think I did see Malik. I think I did see Malik eventually, right? And when that does happen, here. Now, I was saying to myself, can I get another scout? Can I be that guy that annoys them so much that I take down two of their commanders? Excellent unit. Excellent unit. Centurion. If there's anything that's going to be able to fight my my vehicles, right, and go toe to toe, it's going to be this Centurion. But he got melted. Now, because I don't have a res bot, I'm sending my commander in to get this metal. Yeah. Risky, but I still feel like I had a decent army. Now this is what I can see. This is what I'm leaving in player view, so you guys can see, you know, am I making a calculated risk or not? Yeah. I didn't feel like I was in too much danger, but I was aware that they've got a lot of players here. They have lots of players here, and if they were to work cooperatively and mass a force, then yeah, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in trouble, no doubt. No doubt. So what am I doing down here? Now I've got 2 of my constructors, and I'm gonna try and go into tier 2. That's where I'm gonna try and to add a bit more, value here. Now my comrade, again, you know, you got vehicles. I would love to see more aggression here, because look, if he builds just a few, even 5 missile trucks, he could take all of this out, because otherwise he's gotten he's given too much respect to Bamboozled. I feel way too much respect to Bamboozled, right? And I don't think he needed to. His chevron count is good, you know, same as mine. His open skill is pretty much the same as mine. I mean, you know, it's not free in it, right? So yeah, I would love to see a bit more. Like, what? Don't worry about this. I mean, yeah, he's going too much into defense when he doesn't need to. I don't think he's ever been raided as well at this point, right? So, you know, I don't want to be hypercritical. Excellent. Okay, at least he's going to tier 2, right? He's making use of the time. But if we were to go to player view, I'm just curious to see what he could see. Like with the dots, I mean, you could tell the guy's gone into the sea, right? So we've allowed another one of their players to make a naval fleet, which is not good. And as you can see now, just from the dots, they're coming in for me. My commander's gone down. I couldn't hold it off, right? So maybe that's bad on me, right? But I really feel like if my comrade really did attack his lane player, he doesn't need to push with me. Certainly not, right? Certainly not. I mean, my pushes did decent work. If he had pushed, he could have. I strongly feel he could have knocked. He could have knocked all of this out. Could have knocked all of this out, and we would have made significant headway there, right? So, yeah. Now it's problematic. He's got enemies got boats. They're gonna trade really, really well. Now, that was one of the things that in my consideration I was lacking. Reason being, in the very early game, our team really had control of all of these waters, right? So I felt as though any attack that comes from their traditional sea player, which is around here, right? Which is here, we're gonna get early notice of it, and we're gonna know. I really wasn't expecting this. Right? So, hey, look, it is what it is. Now, what's all of that fun is happening, right? Yeah, yellow's doing really good. Sletox is doing fantastic. Our eco player is doing really good. I mean, he's getting big, really, really big. Yeah, it must be in tier 2 by now. It's gotta be. Maybe he's eating up the lab to get the T2 mexes up. Coastal torpedo launchers, yeah, that's not bad. I mean, that would really hurt any boats that wanna trying to get through. It's good to see that we've taken the seas in the southern section completely. That's really good. I still feel that northern sea, we gave too much respect to the enemy team. We could have stopped them from doing that very, very early on. We had enough scouting on the enemy to know that they were in bots, right? Me and my comrade went into vehicles, and I just feel like if we were a bit more aggressive there, we could have stopped that completely. Like even this guy, right? Loads of LLTs, and yeah, an attack around this section, vehicles coming up here, or even bots, just rocket bots. All of this will be taken out, absolutely all of it. And Aris boy, I don't think he's got much. I mean, he's got some vehicles. Maybe they were gifted to him, or he's transitioned to vehicles. Yeah, he did. Okay, but he's just ecoing as well. Like all of these guys are just ecoing, all of them. The real fighting, the only fighting, is happening here, right? It's happening in here when it comes to land units. Otherwise, it's just a game of eco. Oh, nice. We got some units pushing forward. Brilliant. Excellent. Sletox has conquered this this section. Perhaps this entire peninsula will be ours eventually. Yes, excellent. That's what I mean. Even the boats, just send them in. These LLTs, what are they gonna do to you? Nothing. Nothing to worry about over here. Now I'm having to lick my wounds a little bit, and because every time I'm building back up, you know, this fleet comes in and bashes me. Now look, they've got the upper hand here. Now they have the range advantage and the fire, you know, power advantage. When you know, truthfully, we had it. We had it up here for a very, very, very long time. If these tier 2 defenses come on board, right, these pop-up cannons, kiss all of this goodbye. You're not going to make a push with those at all. And I think that's half the problem. Everybody, or most people, just wanted to tech up too much, right? When you saw that early aggression did well, did well. I've got to try and get into a position where I'm able to make an army. I think I ended up getting bombed once as well. Oh, it's gonna happen later on, right? Build power is weak. I mean, somebody, you know, shout out to the comrade that gave me this. I think he was you know, one of the guys from down here. Really nice. He gave me tier 2 con, so now I can start making my advanced mexes without having to make a constructor of my own, right? And I'm going straight into Jaguars, right? I want to try and get most bang for my buck. Of course, they know I have my forward base there. The boats are coming in to absolutely decimate it, as they should, because we don't have anything. Really don't have it. I mean, and again, still no. Okay, nice. He has tried to go forward. I think better microing would yielded better, more results. I mean, come on, man. Missile trucks would take all of this out, and missile trucks are cheap. They're quite cheap. I mean, his tier 1 lab is gone now, so you know, it is what it is, right? He's got very good metal coming in. What's he doing? Heavy amphibious tanks. Okay, cool. I don't hate that. Maybe he wants to try and take back those waters, right? So that'd be quite nice. I'm obviously going in a different trajectory. We have lots of navy, and I think they might have clocked on to look. We've got some problems here. If these guys, you know, he's uncontested, really, Bamboozled. If he starts going into flagships and things like that, everybody is in trouble. Everyone's in trouble, because we might not have enough firepower to really challenge that. Now, I love this, you know, with the range that these ships have, right? This standing arm here is going to feel the pain. This gauntlet is the only thing that's really able to do any damage to these boats, right? Now I love this. Now it's time for a bit of payback, right? Now it's time for us to put Bamboozled in his place, right? So shout out to red and yellow, right? For doing this. This type in yellow looks a little bit more bronze, but this is nice. I mean, I'm hoping we could trade really well here, right? And if we can get some of those submarines to eat up this metal, that's going to be really good. But I mean, Bamboozle's economy is so good that he's able to just pump these boats out. He's able to just pump these boats out super well. And I really wish I could help him, but I don't have anything that can go toe to toe with Navy. Yeah. This is what, as I was mentioning about taking the reclaim, right? What's this is going on? Excellent. Ah, they've got torpedo launchers, so yeah, that's a bit tough. Looks like he's gonna end up getting that reclaim, but you know what? I'm happy to see that the squad realize that there's a threat. Anthony, yeah, I think they tried to go for a little bit of a nuke rush
Destroyed.
over there, right? So yeah, didn't work out, and maybe that's why they were ecoing really hard. I mean, as you can see, right, our anti-nuke coverage isn't shabby. It's not shabby at all. So we could do some they can't hurt us in that section. And we even got some anti-nukes built up over here as well, which is good, because this is a significant base and we don't want it gone. Sheldon's coming in. They should do very good damage, very good damage against all of this. You don't want this this persecutor popping up at any point here, right? So we want to make sure that this thing doesn't get built. Do we have vision on it? No, not necessarily. No, not at all. But we know that there's enough of an activity here, and we've got the wreckage of a constructor there, so we know there's activity over there, right? So more than likely we'd want to stop. Environment is going in. Oh, this is risky. I don't like this. I mean, against fiends. Okay, going for the resurrection rather than the reclaim. It could be because he doesn't really need the metal, and maybe he just wants to go in and de-gun them again, which isn't bad. If that's the play, if that's the case, then that's something that I'm all for that. Yo, environment protecting the wreck. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Hopefully this thing doesn't clock onto environment being there and puts his focus onto that. This is so cheeky. I mean, if this LOT gets built, oh my gosh, what a win. D gun goes in. Ah, the LLT was nearly there. Nearly there. Oh, that LLT would have been such a cheeky play. Right, I've got a few Jaguars here, but nowhere near the sort of composition that I would have wanted. I started building LLTs because I felt with all the run-bys that they were doing with these ships, at some point they're probably gonna send an army in, and I don't think I have enough being built or pumped out to fight, to go against it. I'm getting my first regular fusion up, right? Quite late into the game, to be completely honest. I'm going into a bot lab. Why? Pawns and ticks. Honestly, that's the reason. Pawns and ticks. That's what I wanted. This I love. The fact that we're getting an LRPC. Hopefully we'll start building some more of those as well. We're getting an LRPC in here, right? So this is going to be really good. Now, if we can see, this is going to be able to cover off all of this. All of this. Only a little bit of the map. What's back down here is not going to be, you know, able to be targeted by the LRPC, but everybody else is in problem, right? And this is coming up quick. Yeah, come on. What are we going for? They didn't clock on, so this isn't to try and stop the LRPC. I mean, they're coming after me. Good. Waste your time. Come after me. I've got nothing worth killing. You know, our eco isn't here. It's back down in the southwestern position. Yeah, because I made Jaguars. Jaguars do have anti-air. It's light anti-air, I believe, so it's not going to be significant, right?
Commander has died.
Oof, they're sending in tier 2 fighters. Okay, they're going to be a lot more tougher. Now, I'm moving my Jags around, right, because I'm trying to get coverage. That's the idea. Problematic areas where these gunships, because honestly I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting a ground assault. So now is the time for the ground assault, right? I'm moving my Jaguars back to try and take these guys out. Got to keep them moving just so I can get them into my kill site. They're going after the fighters. Beautiful nuke. Nuke goes in, bamboozled. Yeah. Now what, son? Where is your naval fleet now? I mean, he's still got a few of them, but that shipyard is gone, which is nice. I still have my Jags. Yeah, those gunships didn't kill everything off. They didn't kill off everything. This is all he's got left. His naval fleet is spent, right? So that's something we probably won't have to worry about anymore. I mean, he's looking to go head on with a pretty strong fleet here, right? Sleetox. I mean, Sleetox has been doing everything. He's all around the map. He's got a really good fleet. Why am I moving these guys back? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there must have been a oh, was it because of this? Ooh, You know, in the game, I did wonder how all of this exploded without a nuke or without a bombing run. Must have been a scuttle. I think I'd moved my units back because of the ships. Yeah, that was it. It wasn't because I detected a cloaked unit somehow. But yeah, wow, that's so. It just goes to show that it's really important to build those anti-intrusion buildings, right? Those anti-intrusion radars. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, go for at least something of the economy. Yeah, very very good. And they would have gotten the message of the long-range plasma cannons are targeting your unit. This tier 3, unless he's got, you know, a bunch of Apheses or other fusions lurking, even if he builds a lab, he's not going to be able to make any significant units out of that. They're coming in. I'm flagging because I haven't got the muscle for this, in all honesty. I mean, I built, because of those air raids, I built a bunch of Archangels over there. But this ain't good. I mean, wow, he's really timid. Timid. I mean, suppose I mean, they had so much airplay that he knows exactly what I have or don't have around here. So what he's able to see is pretty much all of it. Okay, now he's moving in. Now he's moving in. I don't really have any significant defenses to help me cope, but I do have my Jaguars. I've got my Jags, and they may be all I need. Now that he's relying on his fat boys to do the work, which is right. That's what you want to do. And in fact, this is good play. I mean, he's moving them in bit by bit as the fat boys get closer, right? He's certainly getting the better of me here. Pawns are coming in. Now these are the soldiers in times of despair. It is the pawns that will do the work. Now what I'm hoping is that these fat boys will kill each other with enough force and some encouragement with the Jaguar shooting at them, right? We can hold them off just as we've done. Just as we've done. Now I think that was a good way to stop that push, and probably that was the only thing they were banking on, right? The only thing to help them, to give them something to get into our base with. Looks like we're getting a bunch of bombers together to start going in. This is nice. I love to see it. Not needed. Morale. The morale of the enemy team was broken, and we now own this land for the Empire. Beautiful game. Really loved it. Ironically, right after this game, I was kick banned from the lobby. So, but I don't think it was for anything malice. I think it was just to give others a chance to play, because it was a really big lobby, and it shows how popular, you know, a lobby like this can be, right? So I'd love to see other countries versus the world and things like that. So yeah, right guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and yeah, catch you in the next one. Peace.